Virgo, how are you all? Let's look at the month of July. Let's have a look and see. In the description, I do have like quite a few astrological videos you may like to watch. They're not mine. I follow lunatic astrology and a few other really amazing go-to astrologers. So go and have a look at those because there's a lot going on astrologically. Astrology is my religion. I feel the birth chart is very underrated. I think we need to really have a look at that. It really does map out basically our life and what we can expect. Look at your rising sign. That's a really important way to start. Okay, look at your rising, look at your sun, but your rising is the most important. And if you want to go to those down the bottom, it will show you quite a few things that are going on astrologically. So Virgo, let's have a look and see. It's been a bumpy month, right? June has been a bumpy month. It's not been the easiest of months to transverse through. I do feel that, you know, a lot of us thought possibly back in November when Jupiter came in that all of a sudden going to click the fingers and you know, all these blessings were going to rain down upon us, and that is not necessarily the case. And that goes for all signs, not just Virgo. So this is really about, we're coming to a crucial part here, and possibly this happened in the month of June, where we're knowing we're needing to make a change. Okay, we're knowing we're needing to make a change, and I'm picking up for Virgo, this is not, you know, Virgo is not excluded from this. Okay, all signs are. It's really important that we know that you know, change, if we haven't changed what we know we need to on an intuitive level, on a literal level, on a practical level, on a romantic level, on all sorts of levels, possibly all of them. Okay, because changing one thing can change your life, right? If you have a change in your relationship or separate from a person, it can change where you're living. It can change like where you're working even. It can change a lot of things. So now it's really, with the Mercury retrograde coming up, I think it's on the 18th of July, through for 5 weeks, to use this time, Virgo, to really look at where you are in all different areas of your life, because something is requiring change here, and there's new beginnings coming. You know, it's not all doom and gloom. This is like new beginnings coming with changes. Let's have a look and see what Spirit wants us to focus on, any advice, and what may be here. These may be specific messages for certain people. They may be on a general energetic level. Okay, so I haven't pulled what these cards are yet. I do feel that you are being left out of a situation, pulled in a different direction. Something is pulling you, but you're possibly not quite sure what that is, but your Spirit is trying to like shift you out of a situation. Some of you may feel angry about this change. Some of you may have like really had your hopes set or hopes high about something. Just know that there's a new beginning coming from this change, whatever's coming through, whatever's changing here. And please pray and ask your spirit team to guide you in the right direction, and you will get information. So please do not worry, Virgo, about the changes that are happening, because I do feel it's going to bring a lot, especially in regards to romantic relationships. Let's pull these cards, okay? Yeah, so I'd like to say the month of July is going to be very transformative, and it possibly is, but I think there's a lot of healing here required. Okay, there's a lot of healing here still required, and we'll all go through healing. We're all always going through a period of healing and changing the way we think, our thought process, but there's a lot of healing still. So you may be really focused on your healing. I'm hearing to take time away to get the clarity that you need. So if you need to, or if you're having time off your work, it's going to be very, very beneficial for you. If you're having time away from a relationship, it's possibly going to be very beneficial to be able to really focus on that healing and like really get in touch with, you know, what new opportunity is it that you want to bring in, and what are you missing here? I feel there's a puzzle piece missing. Okay, because you are wanting to change. I feel intuitively you're feeling that something needs to change, but you're frightened, or you may have fear here. So Spirit's asking you to get busy in the month of July. Don't procrastinate on anything. Just because we have a Mercury retrograde does not mean the world needs to stop, okay? This is about getting busy, finding the time and prioritizing your time wisely and getting busy. Do something that you love to do. For me, it's tarot. I love my tarot. I find that once if I'm feeling down or low and I get into a reading, whether it's a private reading or lives or online or videos like this one, I just have such a love and passion for it. So Spirit's asking you to get really busy with something, okay? In a way to take your mind off the changes that you know so that you have to do, to take place, that is coming in. But it's all a part of your healing. So July could be a very pensive type of month. Let's have a look and see what comes through here for you. Wow. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this tells me you may think that, yeah, like I said at the beginning of the reading, things are not turning in my favor. Like I can't see something happening here. And the next card is the TikTok card, is saying, give it time, or this is the time, because the hands are out here. The time to do the healing that you need to do. The time to sort some things out before you can take lift off. Because Jupiter is still here, okay? Jupiter's not going anywhere, and there's blessings for you. You're not excluded, okay? Blessings are in for here, coming in for you. But it does require some sort of hard work. Chopping wood, this chop wood card, right? Chopping wood requires hard work. It requires labor. It requires focus, okay? So there's something in July possibly that you've thought about in the month of June, because this is the number 6, that requires a lot of deep focus, okay? It requires work, it requires focus, so you can turn that wheel right around in your favor. What else do we have? And of course it's the number 10, the Wheel of Fortune, right? It is about an old cycle ending, new ones beginning. It's about a new timeline that you want to step into. Use your spirituality and that higher level of self to guide you. What do you need to prioritize in the month of July? Okay, it's really important that you need to get clear and have the clarity of what you need to prioritize and focus on letting go. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, of something that is served its purpose. I just want to say it like that. It's served its purpose, and now is the time to action. This is the number 3. Now is the time to action something in July. And a lot of it's got to do with mending and healing. Possibly ending relationships, or mending relationships, or both, okay? Okay, what else do we have? We're going to pull some Tea Leaf Oracle today as well, just to let you know. Let's move forward. It is the time. What is it the time for, Spirit? It's time to get clear. Hanged Man in reverse. It's time to really get clear on what path you want to move forward on, okay? Do you want to stuck in the status quo? Do you want to repeat certain patterns and habits with people's situations that have passed their use-by date? I'm hearing something here where time has really run out, and it's time to do something, to action something new, and to let go of an old timeline and shift into the new one, okay? And yes, that requires mending and healing, because if you do shift into a new timeline, say with a new person, for example, or a new job, and you haven't looked at how the old timeline served its purpose and what you learned from it and what you've healed from, to be able to move into this new thing, then it's 50% of the job done, I'm hearing. Okay, so Spirit wants you to get focused on doing the work of healing. So very pensive month, I feel, where you're thinking a lot about what needs to be done, what needs to be said, okay? And it will, in a way, 9 of Pentacles, Virgo energy. We also have Pisces here, Sag, Aries and Leo, by the way. But it will, in a way, step you into your personal power, Virgo. And this is the card of Virgo, okay? you will be able to claim back your power. So in some sense, you've possibly lost your power, lost who you are, lost yourself in a relationship, or you're working too much and you've lost yourself in a job, and it's time to claim back that personal power here. And it's time, and have the strength, and you will have the strength to do this. Leo, you could be dealing with a Leo. I'm hearing for some of you, you could follow your Vedic astrology. Let's have a look at this mending card. Spirit is wanting to support you with this healing and mending or ending, I'm hearing, okay? When you know it's time to end something and to put it to bed, put it to rest, be thankful and grateful for what it taught you, I'm hearing, but to move away from it. And even if it's not straight away, start thinking about it, because you're going to be a lot happier, Virgo. Double Leo here, okay? You're going to be a lot happier. The sun is shining. Spirit is going to reward you for the strength that you've had and the courage, okay? Because the lion is about the courage to fight for what you want, to fight for who you are, okay? To fight for who you want to become. And you're getting Ace of Swords, a lot of clarity. And there may be tears shed. I'm just going to say, there may be some tears shed. But you're going to be successful in going through this ending or this mending, or both, of a situation, or with a person even, okay? Because I did pick up very strong relationship energy at the beginning of this reading. Wow, 2 cards have come out. Some of you, and this may be very specific for some of you, may be walking away from a fire sign, Sag, Aries, Leo, or knowing that you need to do some healing. It doesn't mean say you are ending the relationship. Maybe there's a separation. This could be a family member as well. It doesn't have to be love. It could be a brother or a sister or a sibling, you know. It could be somebody that you're I need to just have some time, that TikTok card being there, to heal, to think about what it is I need to do, to put myself first. 9 of Cups. But like I said, you've lost yourself in something here. Perhaps there's a dream you thought you wanted with a person, specifically, and you decided that you've changed. Your life has changed. You've changed as a person. Right, we're going to do the opposite here now. We're going to pull some tarot and clarify it with the wisdom deck. What else do we have, Spirit, here? What does Virgo need to know here in regards to this getting busy, not procrastinating, changing their fortune around, pushing that wheel of fortune forward in the right direction? The Star. What do you want? What are your hopes and dreams? What were your hopes and dreams, I'm hearing? Have they changed? And that's okay if they have. It reminds me of the Magician energy. I'm picking up strong Magician energy here, okay? Where the alchemization of 2 worlds. I'm hearing alchemizing 2 worlds. Perhaps you've been living a double life, Virgo, some of you, maybe. Perhaps that's not what you want anymore. This little bird in the tree represents the Fool card energy. Perhaps you're going to be thinking in the month of July, everything I've worked for, how can I transform it? How can I transmute it now? Because it's not necessarily exactly what I want anymore. The situation you're in, the job you're in, the person you're with, okay? But your dream's still there. So Spirit's asking you to really think of something that you always wanted to do and still want to do. Because you can still transmute any negative energy into an understanding that you can leave certain things but still maintain or retain certain things. So I'm not talking about walking away from everything and everybody, okay? It's about figuring it out. It's about compartmentalizing every area of your life to see what's working and what's not. So that is the process of healing. The next card we have is the Ace of Cups. Perhaps some of you are getting, I hope some of you will be getting clarity in the month of July about what it is you love to do. And I hope that it's something new for some of you. Perhaps you realize it's time that the changes are necessary in regards to more peace in your life. What you were working for may have changed. The outcome may be very different, or you've looked at it and said, is that really what I want though? If I do A, B, and C, or if I marry that person, or if I go to college for 10 years to be a lawyer or whatever, is that really what I want anymore? So you're questioning yourself, not doubting yourself, Virgo, questioning yourself, okay? Yeah, Two of Pentacles. I'm just going to say your changes in your mindset and what you want may offend, I'm hearing some people, or it may scare some people because they think they may be losing you. You need to do what is right for you. Why is the star here? Why? Yeah, I got this for a private reading in the reverse as well. Don't ask why you're feeling the way you're feeling necessarily. Just know that you're feeling it and that you're right and that you're not doubting what you're feeling. So this is about really trusting yourself and trusting your intuition. Why is the Ace of Cups here, or what can support this? Yeah, the loyal heart energy. So for some of this is definitely about a person. This is about really thinking about what you want to, or who you want to be loyal to now. And for some of you, you may be separating from someone, not forever maybe, but for a time, so you can get your mind straight and have the strength to get back to being Virgo, right? That Nine of Pentacles. Perhaps some of you have lost yourself in someone. As loyal as you are, as much as you love them, you've still, in a way, lost yourself. All right, let's have a look at the Two of Pentacles. Making those decisions, prioritizing what is required right now in the month of July, okay? Co-creative spirit wanted to come out, so make sure that you are praying and then you are asking your guides for guidance. I obviously didn't need those two, they've fallen on the floor. Wow, and I knew, Spirit said to me abundance, and then we've got the milk and honey card. I'm pretty sure this used to be called something else in this deck, but this is rainbow blessings coming in. And it depends upon the decisions you're making at this time. And the understanding that, you know, things are not always going to be smooth sailing when we're going through that Eight of Cups. And I almost want to say we don't have any fives here. And the fives are the most difficult journey, or the most difficult part of the tarot, right? Because they're like getting over the 5, that hump in the middle of the 1 and the 10, getting over the 5, the conflict, the chaos, the craziness of your feelings on an internal level. We don't have any of that. I feel you've gone through a lot already, Virgo. This is a very knowing what you want energy here, which is really, really nice. Okay, let's have a look and pull some tea leaf oracle to tie this up, and also to give you any other messages, possibly specific ones for some, okay? We have dealings with a relationship with a woman, okay? Dealings or relationship with a woman. What else do we have? We have in need of help, assistance and guidance. So definitely ask Spirit for guidance, but maybe there's a confidant you have. Maybe there's someone that you can really trust, that you can go to and talk to about this. It may be this woman, okay? Shrewdness and resourcefulness. This is about being strategic here, Virgo, in the month of July, in relation to everything we've talked about, especially in business. I was thinking about this today because I'm a Virgo sun, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be have to this way about towards my boss, and like, no, just, you know, be shrewd. Be shrewd. Unsettled times, a need to push and oh, I want to say push, but it says plan ahead. Yes, you are birthing something. I watched something on YouTube Shorts a little while ago about the birthing of anything is violent and painful, okay? So it reminds me of that. Some of you could be affiliated with Australia. This is the kangaroo. Like myself, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. So there's a lot of planning. But don't get down on yourself, Virgo, okay? There's plans or planning ahead. This can be also very auspicious and not just unsettled. Things are stirring up, okay? Do not back down from an opposition. Like I said, there may be opposition from someone. This is the bull spirit. Show strength, the strength card, and fortitude. So once your decision has been made, whatever this is, Virgo, stick to it, okay? Stick to the decision, I'm hearing. Great happiness. I wanted to say great happiness is ahead for you if you make some sort of decision here. And freedom, I want to say. There's something about freedom. Situations in the balance. In the balance, Two of Pentacles, that require careful handling and planning, I want to say, okay? So there's a lot of planning energy. There's a lot of being very pensive. There's a lot of like healing through figuring out what it is you want and what you want to bring in, because you do have the milk and honey card and you do have the Ace of Cups, right? So this is abundance. There is abundance, there is growth, there is expansion, but it does somehow rest on some sort of decision. Take your time and always ask Spirit for help. Co-create with Spirit. Remember to bring in what you want in the month of July. Virgo, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.